followed by Mr. Ziyu and ending with Mr. Jaime. What moral obligations, if any, do you believe the city of Laredo has towards surrounding communities such as Rio Bravo, El Cenizo, Maganaheim Road, and the Colonias?
We need to provide them with the same services that we get. El Cenizo and Rio Bravo have elected to be their own individual cities. Unfortunately, since that happened, they do not want to get annexed by us for whatever reasons. And until that is done, so we won't be able to provide them with anything. As for the colonias, expanding our city limits out there, expanding services such as sewer, water, electricity, fire protection, EMS, police protection. We're all entitled to that. Regardless whether some municipalities don't consider fire and EMS protections for non-city residents. I've worked with the county. I led the first EMS for Webb County for the year that the city and the county broke their contract, and it's needed out there. Those people are out there, they need help, they need to get their streets paved, they need proper drainage, proper sewage. During the winter months, the children are out there waiting at bus stops in the cold rain. The buses won't get to them because the bus goes in there, they'll get stuck. So what happens, the children have to walk 2 to 3 blocks in the mud in the freezing temperature just to get an education. That's something that no child should have to go through.
Thank you. Mrs. Vigalvadupi?
Can you repeat the question?
Yes. What moral obligations, if any, do you believe the city of Laredo has towards surrounding communities such as Rio Bravo, El Cenizo, Maganaheim Road, and the Colonias?
I feel that if they pay city, UISD, and Webb County taxes, that they have the right to all the services that we get because we pay city taxes, UISD taxes, LISD taxes, and Webb County taxes. And if they do not pay taxes, then I feel that we need to provide them with the right resources, training, so that they can be successful. I started my business from zero capital, so I know how to build a business from ground up. And I think that my expertise and my advice to them would be, given the right resources, they can be successful.
Mr. Jaime?
I think I think Laredo is morally obligated to provide services to those areas. For example, the Maganaheim, if you go through, Cuatro Vientos, the new road, and you get to Maganaheim in about 3 minutes, 2 minutes. So I foresee that in 10 years, there's not going to be any difference from 359 to Magana Road, through all that, everything's going to be developed. So that's why I think it's important that those communities like Rio Bravo and Cenizo, they start getting those resources. That way, at the end, they can expand. Because eventually, Laredo, like I said, it's growing. Like I said, it's one of the fastest growing cities in the nation. So we have to provide those people. We have to provide infrastructure right now in those areas, because eventually, in 10 years, everything's just going to be connected. I mean, that's some of the trends that I've been seeing, just based on the 20 years I've been living there. I remember when the Route 20. I remember it's only one northbound and southbound, and that was it. Only two lanes, and that was it. As I started growing up, I started seeing Walmart open, different subdivisions around that area. So I foresee that those areas are going to be eventually developed in about 10 years. So right now, I think this is the perfect time to start providing them with resources. Like I said, I don't really think it's a moral obligation. I think it's a must. And for the long run, like I said, it's going to benefit Laredo as well as those areas.